Alrighty, well,
Turbo season, brother.
we're gonna do a little Bataleon Snowboards turbo review. And I have been riding this whip for most of the year, like since March or so. The turbo is a little bit different than most of the boards I've been riding the last couple of years. I also brought Beyond Metal's board because I felt like the turbo and the Beyond Metal's board are both a little bit similar, and I just wanted to kind of like maybe point out some of the differences that I have noticed over the last couple months. Yeah, this thing is an all-around workhorse. It is super fun for free riding and just riding the resort. The other day I mostly just rode, filmed like one clip on the GoPro, and was just really cruising around Bachelor throughout the day. And I love how stiff it is. I have a little bit bigger of a foot. I'm a size 11, so I'm riding the wide. No toe and heel drag. I will say that one thing I did notice is when I'm riding backcountry and I'm free riding, I tend to like to ride this super stiff board with these softer bindings. These are the fly binding. I noticed though on the resort, just with how firm it was, I would have been stoked to be riding the Astro binding, which is a little bit stiffer than the fly, just to have a bit more response on the mountain. That was something I noticed. And then, I rode this board in Alaska. I thought it felt really good and kept me on my feet. It didn't really like wig out or do anything like that. And then rode it in Chile and New Zealand, and I feel like it was starting to really like feel a part of me, and I was super stoked on it. And then I just want to talk a little bit about the Beyond Metals board. I rode this at Locks and at X Games. Prior to that, I just rode it a little bit in Sauce Fe, hit some park jumps, but this thing is also an all-around weapon. I'd say it's a little bit softer than the turbo. You know, if you're maybe a lighter dude or, want a little bit more play, I'd say the Beyond board is for you. If you're that kind of person that wants like the most response and loves a stiff board, then turbo is kind of the weapon. But I hope that helps. I've been riding the Acid double boa with this setup, and like I said, it's been the turbo, fly binding. As an overview, a lot of the past boards I've been riding, or you've been seeing me ride, have been the Surfer, Party Wave, even the Chameleon. All three of those boards are a bit softer than either of these two. I was running the Party Wave Plus for a long time because that was like a stiff version of like the kind of surfy style board. But lately I've just been kind of trying to ride faster and more technical terrain, which is why I have been pretty psyched on the turbo and the Beyond board. But yeah, that's kind of like my synopsis. And I'd say that the Party Wave, Surfer, Chameleon, like super fun for like smaller resort days, riding through the trees. I really like the Party Wave to film park on. It's always a good board. And even when it's super deep, like in Japan, the Party Wave was kind of all time because it was so deep that you kind of wanted like this huge surface area to kind of keep you on top. So I'd say all of these boards have a place in the quiver for me. Turbo and Beyond board, definitely the stiffest of the bunch from the Bataleon crew. Turbo kind of being my go-to board last few months, but hope that helps you guys out, and comment below with any questions. More than happy to point you guys in the right direction, and appreciate all the support.